Right, hello again. Got another speedrun here, and again I'm doing voiceover in post-production. Don't worry, not all my videos will be like this, but it is just convenient for speedrun type challenges to just play without talking. But yeah, this is my Diverse World PB, so as you can see we're starting off in the UK, which is my own country, which tends to make it easier, but I guess it's also more embarrassing if I make a mistake. So I'm going north along a kind of country road. I check out the town name there. It says Burbage, which saved me some time. So here we've got a sign, recognise Swindon. So I zoom into there. Realise we have to be south of Marlborough as well. And there's Burbage. So we're somewhere on this stretch. Annoying thing is where I've clicked there was actually exactly the right spot. So all the time from here is kind of wasted. But I think sometimes you do just have to be sure. So I'm just checking that this is right. We've got a curve to our north and a curve to our south. It's just that on the map you can't really see them very distinctly. So I'm just seeing what else we've got, just to be sure. But I think for future speedruns, sometimes I need to just kind of let go and just kind of go for it, really, because I was clearly on the right spot there. And that would have saved, I don't know, 30 seconds maybe. Anyway, next one is some motorway somewhere in Europe. Not quite sure where this is at first. But then come to a sign and it's clearly Greece. It says I can't remember what it said. I can't remember what it said now. Xylopoli or something like that. And we've got another road crossing beneath us. Just need to find another sign because you may or may not know that Greece is one of my very worst countries on Geoguessr. This is probably one of the very few 5Ks I've ever actually got in Greece, because a lot of the time I don't even bother. Anyway, I need another sign. Nice mountains up there, by the way. So there's one here. I just need to move a bit quicker and find it. Come on. Right. So what we've got Ceres and E79, and with my poor knowledge of Greece being what it is, I don't actually recognise that town name, or at least I don't know where it is. I should spot it there, but I don't, and annoyingly E79 doesn't seem to be on the map, so I end up spending a bit too long. The thing about this run is, even though it's my PB, it doesn't really feel like my best gameplay necessarily. It just happens to be the one where all the rounds kind of happened reasonably quickly. You can have games where you get 4 or 5Ks that feel way more insane in terms of skill, but this one just kind of worked out that all 5 rounds were fairly quick. So I found the town, I found Xylopoli, so I think we're here because we had the road running underneath us. Just needed to double check. I can see we've got a slight curve to the north. I just couldn't remember exactly how far I'd had to go. So the bridge is coming up here, so I should be comfortable to guess, except I'm moving again for some reason. We're north of that service area, about there. Okay, next one is Latin America. Antojitos. Right, we could see a bit of the car, and in Latin America that doesn't narrow it down as much as it used to, because we've got some new coverage with a car visible, but this seems like Guatemala to me. And yeah, it's not, it's more kind of jungly feeling in a way, and a bit flatter, so possibly the east side. Anyway, we've got a thing here. It says Livingston, which is a place I recognise on the east coast. So I go in there, except it doesn't really feel like we're on the coast. So I need to just look at that sign again. And it says San Felipe de... I actually can't read it. The version I'm doing voiceover on is a small video, so... San Felipe de Lara or something. Yeah, so there it is. And we're at a T-junction. Can't quite tell which one yet. There are a few different ones, so And again, I've clicked on the right spot there. If I just made my guess here, I think I'd get 5k. Annoying. So that's where we are now, because we've got Hotel Humberto. But let me go back to the start, and I don't know. Again, I'm wasting time. It's not necessary. But I guess it's easy to say that afterwards when you know that you're in the right spot. I guess the good thing about this is I'm not playing perfectly, so it means I've got room to go faster. You know, I think my Greece knowledge should have been a bit better. Shouldn't have double checked that much in Guatemala and UK. So we might be talking about a minute shaved off there. Right, this time we're in kind of Central Europe somewhere. Don't think I know exactly where we are at this point, but that makes it quite easy with the language. We're in Hungary. Can see there's a sign. And we've got the town name. And then there's another one which also has a road number. So I'm trying to remember. I think here I kind of forgot to think about the logic of the road numbers, because I'm looking for the town. Then I think it dawns on me that in Hungary road numbers are actually quite helpful because they're kind of grouped together by the first digit. So here I noticed that we've got the fours, the fives. Fours there, fives there, so sixes are here, and then I see the town. There it is. Again, I should have been a bit quicker there, but that we're only talking about 10 seconds. So we came south. We came quite a long way south, and it seemed like we're on a straight road without too much to help pinpointing. So I needed to just be sure exactly what we did. We went quite a few houses south. Get the street name there. Got it. Mezzo, I think. And I'll try and see the other one, even though it's probably not necessary, and it's actually disappeared because the coverage has changed. So, realise we're actually leaving to the west. So it's there, except this is quite a long and featureless street, except we do come up to that junction fairly soon, so it should be quite obvious that we're just south of that bit. Yeah. Right, this made my heart sink. I know I've had these kind of roads in Tunisia before, and they're just so long and featureless. How am I meant to get 5k here, honestly? I think at this point I knew I was going to be pushing 10 minutes, so I had kind of half an hour on my timer. But yeah, basically, this is what the more inland coverage looks like in Tunisia. And it's generally a bit further south where it really gets quite deserty. But I desperately need something, but it doesn't feel good. I'm pretty sure at this point that I'm not going to get 5k, because there is not many features on the road at all. But we do see a couple of town names, so I know that we should be able to zoom in and find them. I think the first one rings a bell, and I know roughly where I should be looking, kind of further south-ish. And there it is. So we're between these two, and one of them's 26 kilometers, Zarzis, and the other one is, let me just remember, I think it's 36, Medellin. So I noticed that there's been a slight curve at some point that we're kind of on right now. Maybe a road that goes off, but you never know when those are mapped and when they're not. So, what do I do here? It does not, I don't know, you can't make sense of these roads that are coming off, really. It's a bit random. Sometimes you see roads on Street View that aren't mapped. Sometimes they are mapped. Sometimes they don't even look right. So, it seems like we have something just to the north of us, but again, I've just got no clue whether that's going to be on the map or not. So, I'm going west now. Time is really ticking. There's another slight curve. So I'm kind of looking between these two very small curves and thinking we might be there. And I noticed there was another road shooting off to the north, just a little bit west of me. So I'd go and check that out again. And honestly, I think I've got to just kind of pushing 10 minutes here. I really wanted to get under 10, so I just had to go for it. So yeah, there we go. That was 5k, and I think the time was 9 minutes 56 seconds. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.